It's live now.
Okay, well,
You're live now.
this is no good, is it?
No, it's no good. Yeah, so welcome to a foreigner in the Philippines. Good evening. We're evening today. It's because if we're late doing our live stream, I'm so sleepy.
What would
So
you do? Let me ask you a question that's out of topic. What would you do if you'd gotten up at 6 o'clock in the morning, driven for 7 hours during the day, got home, and then what? Gone and seen the House 45, and then what else did we do?
do
You
live stream.
slave driver. We did a live stream. At what time did we get to bed eventually?
Around 1 or 2.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, so we don't have viewers. Oh my gosh. Wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
We're
We're
competing
probably
the
all
news.
getting ready for dinner.
They're competing, or we're it's a lot of live stream now, live now, the news live, so one
Well, there's a
one
lot
by
of favorite.
one,
There's a
right?
lot of favorite programs on about
Yeah.
now, I think.
So we're hoping you stay with us. Number one, number two, yeah, for tonight, for early night, is does love at first sight exist? What is
Love
your
at first sight. Does it really exist?
does it really exist?
What's your experience? Maybe you are an example of love at first sight.
But there are some relationship that just been going strong because they really feel that there's love, right? At the
Mhm.
first time we met. From KB Vlogs, happy to you. Thank you. So 3 viewers out there, pakpakan. Yeah, so what is your thought about, do you think love at first sight exists,
Did it work for you?
Yeah. We only have 1 viewer, certainly.
We're going back to one
Padayon
here.
patani.
So, in the Philippines, hi, Terence and Beth.
Hello.
Is that for Rolls Royce?
RR can be what's RR stands for,
Well,
nickname.
Isn't that the username? It's
Yeah,
the username,
might
isn't
be.
it?
Yeah.
So,
So we got 1 viewers out there, the solid. So what is your thought about uh, love at first sight? Does it exist? For me, yes, and it might be not. You know, because sometimes we just been attracted to that person at the first time we see because of something. He looks really good. He's really clean. He's really neat.
Well, that's just physical chemistry,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Don't
so
you
in
think?
other words, that's the physical attractions that you feel, right? And
Mhm.
the love at first sight. Because you don't know that person, you didn't talk that person, so it might be that your love was been developed, your attractions is just been developed because of physical appearance.
Well, actually,
know?
a guy would say you fancied her
Mm.
because you just fancied her. That's what they say in the UK. What, you fancied her? So why did you go with her? Well, I fancied her. I fancied her.
So we got 2 viewers out there. Wow,
Well,
wow.
we're going up and down, aren't we? Back to 3. I think it must be the signal. I'm reassuring myself because it's gone back to 4. I can't imagine that we're dodging in and out with people. In the Philippines. I've been attracted, really, but love at first sight, I don't know. I think it's one of those things that you don't know until you've experienced it.
Yeah.
And then if you do experience it, boy, was it the people in the Mediterranean, like in The Godfather? They said it was. I think they called it the bomba.
Bomba?
The bomba. In the start of the show. The start of the show is they're out in Sicily. If you remember The Godfather, they're out in Sicily, and he's protected by 2 bodyguards. And then he sees this girl walking along with her family, and they're out taking a walk. And of course, the young girl is heavily chaperoned and protected. He takes one look at her, and that is it. And the 2 bodyguards look at him, and he's like this. And they look at him and say, they look at each other and say,
Bomba.
the bomba.
No, I think it's here. Maybe that's the equivalent of wow, sexy, like that.
Wow, sexy?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound quite as good, does it?
Wow, sexy, Coca-Cola body.
Coca-Cola body.
Yeah, so 6 viewers out there. We're very happy we got 6 viewers, From KB Vlogs, it does not mean first sight, it means acquaintances. Acquaintance, yeah, it can be also because there are a relationship that start at love at first sight, at first sight, and then they love, they go out, what do you call it, get married and have a happy ending story of their love.
Now, KB Vlogs, I'll tell you why it's not acquaintance. Because if you say it was love at first acquaintance, it doesn't have the impact of saying it was love at first sight. That's what you've got to understand.
Yeah, yes, the viewers out there.
It was, as far as marketing goes, love at first sight was the better one.
RR in the Philippines, smile. Des, hello, Terence and Beth. How have you been? We're doing good, ma'am.
Good.
We're just been busy lately and just been tired up when we're in the night. So
Well, we did another.
yeah,
We got another house out to the little lady Lola, and we dedicated the house. It was blessed today by Timio, Pastor Timio, Beth's brother. He came out and blessed the house, and we took a load of a load of snacks and Coke.
yeah.
And the kids and the neighbors all tucked in, and they enjoyed that.
From Daniel Maxwell, love is the answer, and you know that for sure. Love is a flower. You got to let it grow. By John Lennon, Mind Games. I agree. I hate Google Plus. Check attendance. I think it does, but only one way is my best.
Only one way. Well,
hello.
Really, a great marriage, a great relationship then is one where they both looked at each other and went, I'm guessing they were both hit by twin bombers. That would be my
From Amy Rochi the Explorer, hello, watching from USA, Kansas, Pitching Water. Hello,
Fetching
ma'am.
water.
Kibid Vlogs, thank you for explaining. Des Oy, hello, RR, Jane O'Brien, hello to both of you. God bless and take care. Watching from Vegan and Locos.
Right.
Locos is a nice place.
TV Vlogs, that was only my opinion, okay. And surprisingly, I've been wrong several times in my life. You can bear with me.
From Daniel Maxwell, yes, the answer, and that's
Yes
for true.
is the answer, and you know that for sure. Yes is surrender. You got to let it. You got to let it go. Mind games. Somebody else in. Sorry, Lennon, not John Lennon.
So 14 viewers out there, 14 viewers out there, please participate on our topic. Does love at first sight exist? What? That's our topic?
Love at first sight.
Yeah.
Does it exist?
Does it exist?
Yeah. Good morning from Salt Lake City.
Hello, Mark.
Yes.
Ernie Rochi the Explorer, what's the topic? Does love at first sight?
Love. The topic as we wrote it was love at first sight. Does it exist? Does it really exist?
Yeah, does it really exist?
How about for you, Ernie? Does it exist for you?
Yeah, that's the topic, darling. Does love at first sight matters?
No.
No?
No. Love at first sight, does it exist?
Okay. Yeah, I think so,
RR in the Philippines say, you believe in love at first sight? That's what we're looking for. We were looking forward to hearing some personal accounts.
Yeah.
Like I was walking along, just like the Godfather. He was walking along, and then he saw this girl, and he went, oh. And did anybody stand around and say to you, a bomber?
Yeah, so I think, there are some relationships that start up in love at first sight but always remember that sometimes in love at first sight, majority on that, you're just been attracted physical, right? So that's why, and if your relationship is built up on physical, the foundation is physical attractions, later on when that physical attractions will demolish, your love also will start to crack up, right?
I think
because the relationships
that's likely, unless, of course,
you're starting to build up.
The real love is underneath.
Yeah.
a lot of the time, the idea that physical attraction is really not important. I don't think that that's true,
Yeah.
because I think that you should be physically attracted to someone because yes, it will wear off, but hey, at first it is all part of the scene.
Part of the package on the love
Yeah.
affair.
I'm gonna recommend a book that I've recommended so many times that I used to buy this book and then lend it and never get it back. So now I just give the link. But there was a book and it was called "Are You the One for Me?" and it was written by a woman called Barbara DeAngelis. So as you're going to be able to go back and watch this video for this link. Barbara DeAngelis was the writer, and Are You the One for Me? And what she said, and it made a lot of sense to me at the time, and I found the book was very, very helpful. She said that you should like the way that he or she looks, you should like how they smell, you should like how they taste because you're going to be kissing them, you should like how they move, both with their clothes on and without. Oh, I said it. You should like all of those things about them. And I found that that was a pretty good guide. There is one other thing that I would add to that. You should have a similar rate of communication. Like, I'm sure that there are people who one talks very slow, you know, has to think about everything
Yeah.
real slow. And then there are others. The other one is going, and I'm sure that they perhaps are attracted to each other, but usually they speak at about the same tempo, and that's the ideal. You know?
Yeah, so 14 viewers out there, give us a like and participate on our topic for tonight. From RR in the Philippines, hi Des, you believe in love at first sight? Question mark. Daniel Maxwell, are your chicken legs boneless? Yes. How do they walk with much difficulty? I hate Google Plus.
Daniel, just a word of advice. Don't take this personally, but don't give up your day job. Okay?
I hate Google Plus. I've never seen where both fall in love at first sight. I've seen where there's one in love and the other is in lost. Or they just did not want to be alone. Yeah, there are some instances like that.
Right, so there's a case of it wasn't love at first sight.
Yeah. Amy Rochi the Explorer, I don't believe in love at first sight. You have to develop the relationship before you fall in love. There's no such thing as love at first sight. It's called lust.
And that would be a very jaded look about it. You know something, Ernie? More has been written about the subject of love than anything else, possibly with the exception of the Bible. I don't know. I'm just saying that as a possible exception. Everything else actually fades away when compared to the amount that's been written about love and how love is the answer. RR in the Philippines, but attraction is different in love at first sight. But if you let the attraction and
Agreed.
do step
To communicate
and so
it.
step to communicate, it can be developed and it becomes real love. Yeah, I think that too. I agree.
From Mark B, wish it did for me. From Des, yes, RR, I would say I feel for that person because of that physical attraction. I agree with that. It is not really love, maybe crush. Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about when women are talking. If men are talking, and one of the men has met someone new, his friends say, "Really, what does she look like?" But if women are talking, and one of them has met, then they're more likely to say, I'll get contradicted by Beth anyway, but they're more likely to say, "Really, what does he do?"
I think in the woman, right? I think in the woman, it's a kind, we are more on attitude. You know, you got me? And it's attractions there. But if you're in the maybe on your 18s, you know, on your teenager, it's automatically when you saw a handsome guy in the classroom or something in the campus or even in the road and he'll walk nice and like that, you're attracted on the physical. But as you grow older, right, you're not into physical attractions. You're onto the deep inside, which is the attitude, which is the quality instead, which is the quality of the person. You know, but if you're in the young, if you're in the young, in your teens, you know, you're easily attract on physical. You know, because you don't know yet about the whole figure that is
Well,
not just about the physical attractions, but it's also the attitude.
maybe you haven't had your heart broken yet. That's the thing.
I did.
No, I'm not talking about you personally,
Okay.
darling. It's not all about you, if you don't mind. We're trying to talk generally here.
Okay.
If when you're really coming out and you're really looking at
Kasi
others,
sa ulo.
you're really looking at others, and you do go on the physical attraction,
Yeah.
and usually that's enough for a while. But of course, when you've had your heart broken, you realize that just because someone looked awesome in a swimsuit didn't mean that they were going to be loyal to you or truthful to you or love you in return.
Yeah.
There's where reality comes in, and when you realize that it's about quality of character as well as
Yeah.
looks.
From Lok, hello, check attendance. RR in the Philippines. Actually, it's hard to say that it's love at first sight when you have crush. I have so many crushes, but it crush all the while. Very part.
The crush is crashed.
Prairie Mark, love between a man and a woman involves commitment. It takes time to consider it a lifetime commitment that is much different than infatuations or physical attractions. I agreed. I hate Google Plus. Hello, Look. Hello, hate. How are you today? You know, so as I says, physical love at first sight, it can be, but sometimes it didn't work. You know, because sometimes it will just take for a few months and then suddenly it fades.
Then what you're really saying is that there isn't love at first sight.
There is, but it's not as longer. You know.
Then that's not love at first sight.
Yeah, that's why.
The idea of love at first sight is where you actually see someone and you say, that person is for me. That's love at first sight. And then maybe, like I Hate Google has said, it's one-sided.
Yeah.
You know, the one-sided, like the woman saw someone and said, I'm going to marry that man. I'm going to marry him. And then they do everything that's
To win him,
to win him.
her or him.
And probably it's more likely that it's the man that says that. I'm going to marry that girl. In fact, a lot of quite famous celebrities have related that story, where the person came up and they were quite put off by it because the guy said, "I'm going to marry you one day." Didn't Trump do that? Didn't he step up and say, "I'm going to marry you one day"? No.
I don't know.
Sometime. Anyway,
Yeah, so again, 14 viewers out there, nakatulog sila, asaman mo, you know. So as I says, different opinions, difference on this subject, you know. Others are agreeing, others are not, but everybody's opinions are being respected, right? You know,
how about giving us some examples of how it worked or didn't for you?
Yeah, you know.
I love to hear a good success story myself, you know. That's what I think. Trump did say that, but he was still married at the time. Well, let's not let the truth get in the way of a good story.
From Prairie Mark, Trump did, Elizabeth Mas, hi both, good evening, so early today. Yeah, we tried too early, ma'am. Are in the Philippines yet turns through, you do always to get involved or connections to that person, you know. I think there are some successful story that they met at first sight and then they got married because there's an electricity, right? There's a connectivity between them, you know, that make the relationship work. You know, but as I says, not all works, others are work. You know, the relationship works, sometimes it didn't. Filipina living in Netherlands. Hello, Terence and Beth. Hello, Mom out there in Netherlands. Stay safe whatever parts of the world you are. I hate Google Plus. I got told there was a few young girls in love with me at school. I thought I was ugly as I always had a bush lip or a black eye. And every time I tried to talk to a girl at school, they would run off. You're a bad boy in the school.
Evidently, you were talking to the wrong ones, because the ones that really fancied you must have liked the bus lip or the black eye. Was that a constant thing?
RR in the Philippines, yes, but Wilin Bagubi, I don't believe, because love after sight, just like love ubak puppy love, right?
I'm hoping you're not suggesting that it was like that time that our two dogs met, because all that doing was humping, and that was it. So maybe that was lust at first sight.
Lost at first sight.
Yes.
Pyrie Mark, I'm going back to sleep, or maybe get a good hug from my Filipino wife. Good night. Good night, sir.
To you.
To stay safe, whatever parts of the world you are, everybody that's watching us, stay safe, and let's hope that this pandemic will be end so that we can go whatever we wanted to go. And at the same time, loved ones who have been separated from their loved ones will finally reconnected. Hector Swift, sometimes I have to pinch myself to make sure that I'm not bleeding to death. Look, very nice your house for 45. Yes, indeed, sir.
Hector,
thank you.
You could always switch over to another live stream if you wish.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
So as I says, it's been raining outside. It rained there in your place? We're in rainy season here now, which is really, really good. So as I said, 12 viewers out there, we're just waiting for our dinner, and then we're gonna cut off this live stream. I hate Google Plus. Yeah, my dad used to beat me, then I'll go take out on the guys at school or in the street. But years later, I was told by one of them that was in love with me because I stopped her getting bullied.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you must have been a bad boy and a hero. The two sometimes are very close together.
But then that was not love. She just wanted someone to fight for her.
Maybe.
That's a kind of story, love story.
Yes, Google Plus. I think you have a very dark. Life. Maybe not.
Yes, so as it says, let's hope that this pandemic is done. And if you have some topic on your mind that you want to discuss on this live stream, just comment in our live chat. No, I just like fighting, and someone picking on a girl was easy prey.
Easy prey. Yes. Yeah, I imagine it was. It's like and Luke is saying it's like a movie hate. He's calling I hate Google, I hate for short. An unfortunate short name. But anyway, Elizabeth May, yeah, nice both of you. Nice both of you. You're helping people who need May. Yeah, nice both of you. Nice both of you. You're helping people who need most to build a house. So cute. God bless you both.
Thank you, Ma. I hate Google Plus. How she married now? I went to jail. Some movie. Ha ha ha. So I think you should to all the bullied out there, don't bully. Because those that bullied, they are kind of person that also been broke inside, and they want to cover that. They want to cover that brokenness, those emptiness in their heart by bullying others, right?
Yeah, I read one little sentence that had an impact on me was that the argument starts with the second comment. So you got someone makes a comment.
Yeah.
That's not an argument. The argument starts when someone responds to that compliment, to that comment. So often when you just walk away, which I did a few days ago, somebody came up and was obnoxious to me. But first, I'd given him the benefit of the doubt, thinking that he was just making conversation. One of those abrasive people, anyway. And when it became clear that actually he was just being abrasive, I just walked away. And that was the best thing to do, even though I'd like to have done something else. But anyway, when you... so Des, when you strike the iron while it's hot, it's not bad after all, correct? If a man confesses he likes me too, I will definitely want to get to know him more. Life is too short to run around the bush. That's right. And I think that that's very true. You need to give people a chance. And I think actually that that's possibly one of the great things about the Philippines is that women here are actually prepared to rest. I know there's some kind of wall built up between the sexes, and women are afraid, or men are afraid, or everyone's afraid, it seems, certainly afraid of having a relationship. Love that must grow.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't mean that you already find your partner. It doesn't mean that the care and the love will just stop there. You continue. It's a kind of it's every day you need to cultivate the love, because it's just like the plants, you know, you need to water it with your love, with your attentions, with your care, because if not, then it will be eventually later on, you will just find out that what happened to this relationship, because
Yeah,
the lacking of
somebody else was watering it.
Yeah,
That's
somebody
what you'll
watering
find
and
out.
it has already benefited it without you knowing. All right, so 21 viewers out there to those new on this live stream. What was our topic? What's our topic, darling? Does love at
Does
first
love
sight
at first
exist?
sight really exist?
Really exist, you know. As I says, sometimes it exists, sometimes it not. But you know, because we're talking when we talk about love at first sight, we're talking more on maturity, on the physical attractions. We're talking on the outside appearance of a person.
So Hector Swift, all women aren't ladies, but all ladies are women. Yeah, that sounds like an Americanism. Sounds like something that Frank Sinatra may have said in the movie.
Yeah.
Is that am I correct? But
Yeah,
anyway, Luke, yes, that's correct, Beth.
Yeah, so again, to those 20 viewers out there, if you're watching our videos, please don't escape our advertisement. It really helps us. Thank you. Elizabeth Mas, I think the love of first sight is not really popular. I think the popular now is married right away. What's the popular now? I think this time that love at first sight is not really popular. I agree, you know, because of the what do you call that, situations. You need to put you need to bear in your mind that relationship is not just when you get into marriage. It's not just 1 week or 1 month, 1 year. It's a lifetime commitment. So you need to make sure that your partner is the right one. You know, is the right one, and if you need to know the attitude, the whole person as he is. You know.
I think as well maybe that Elizabeth was not really commenting on whether it was popular in society at large, but that as a topic,
Yeah.
it's not being popular. Maybe.
Yeah, so 20 viewers out there, hello out there, nangaon na mo, nangaon na. Yeah, are you having your dinner, breakfast, and lunch? Have a good food, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been raining here.
It's raining now.
Yeah,
really,
it's been raining here
really
now.
Been hard rain.
Yeah, so again, we have also our dinner now. So I just gonna cut off because Nanay is calling us right now. It's gonna calling us now. So again, thank you so much. It's just been a short live stream to and at the same time to have a meet and greet on our viewers, you know.
And just give a quick cut. H27, 24/7 TV. Hello, good evening. Good evening to you. Sorry you came in just as we're ending off.
Yeah, we will be back. Have
We'll
a
be
good
back.
day. Thank you so much. And God bless everyone. Stay safe and bye-bye. Bye-bye.